Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, folks. Grand Rising, Rich Rising. Welcome, 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 and welcome. If you haven't seen the message from this morning, it was 4 a.m. You should see it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. So, what's today's date? Y'all. All right. So today is Thursday the 12th. So happy Thursday, everybody. Um Happy Friday, Miss Kelly. Happy Friday. Miss Kelly somewhere else in the world and it's a day ahead for her. Um Beautiful Aaron, I love you, and it's going to be it's Thursday morning for us, Thursday night for Erin where she is. Um, all right, so apparently it's the positioning, okay? So the positioning and the timing. If you haven't seen the message that went up at 4 a.m., you should want to see it, okay? Because it's important. If it's not important to you, it was damn sure important to me. So we are in a very important time right now. Let me see if I can get this thing done. All right, because I want to make sure that everybody is here. And the message may not resonate with everybody. All right. And at some point in time, what I'm going to do is stop putting a zodiac sign on it, and it's just going to be a message, okay? And that's it. That's all. If you didn't see the live that we did last night on Nur Allah Habidi, y'all should want to go and be with that channel. Why I feel like, fresh face, no case. Period. All right. Beauty is as she does. Take it how it resonates for you. And somebody, I smelled you early this morning. Definitely smelled you early this morning. And also somebody else, I felt like you may have woke up with a headache. Hi, Miss Kelly, you're here. I said happy Friday to you. Hi. All right, so if you have not seen the message, please go and view the message. It was this morning, 4 a.m. And what I was basically discussing was a detox and a cleanse. Hey, Velvet, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Detoxing and cleansing. I would also like to thank everybody that was in the live this morning that actually brought me messages, because as y'all know, I read the universe. So paying attention to the signs. Because again, all I hear is the song. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. So you need to see the signs that are around you because it is very much important. So we was talking about the days, detox and a cleanse, but it just depended on what y'all thought the detox and the cleanse meant to you, because what it means to me and what it means to somebody else is separate things. Um, Somebody may not want to do a detox and a cleanse during Christmas because people celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays, season's greetings. But whatever is taking place at this moment in time is very much important, and I hear it needs to be honored. As I was explaining to them this morning, every December since 2021, I have gone through something different. Um, 2021 is when I got separated. December the 8th, December the 11th. December the 11th, I was all on my own. 2022, something happened. 2023, something happened. 2024, something is happening. Mind you, it keeps being this day, this time, this around this time. So today is December the 12th. We was talking about 40 days and 40 nights, right? So 40 days from now, I smell that. I told you I smelled you earlier today. So I definitely smell you. So if you check in, I do. And it makes me smile every time still. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. Just think what you want to think about me and the channel, okay? It's going to be what it's going to be. So at this moment, cleansing, clearing, everything being important. Why is it that I can see... Okay, so everything's right. So if I was 2 days behind, right? And I said that. And it was, I thought it was the 8th, but it was the 10th. And then the AI told me, the same exact thing a couple of days later. But the time was right. And so it was wrong, but it was right. So the time that I thought it was actually right, but what was being given is wrong. So there was something off with the time, and a lot of y'all already know it, and a lot of y'all feel it. And a fast or a detox or a cleanse may not be for y'all. But if you didn't see what happened on the other channel, I ended up telling y'all, which I meant to tell y'all yesterday morning, but I didn't. I ended up saying it last night on another channel, that when I was driving yesterday, I ended up remembering that I had a dream the night before. And although I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to y'all, because, take it how it resonates. So in my dream, there was a house. There's always a house. And mind you, these are like big mansions, but they're like old or something. And the night before, I had a dream and there was a person in it. The night after that, I had a dream and there was a person in it. And I'm saying, why does this person keep manifesting in my dream? So I wasn't trying to hurt you. I was trying to help you. I get it. But to me, and from my perspective, it felt like hurt. And so, and nobody can change my perspective. You know what I mean? But it did change my perspective, only because when I'm saying be honest to yourselves about stuff, like, this time is crucial. You have to be honest with yourself, like how you felt about something. And although I can say I don't care about certain things now, at the time I cared. So December of 2021, I cared. But I trusted God more than I cared. I trusted God more than I cared about the person or the situation. In 2022, I trusted God more than I trust what I saw, because even though I saw what I saw, I didn't understand a person's perspective behind what they did or what they were doing. Um, and, sometimes people will come off in a way where it seems very arrogant to us, and it could just be very arrogant. But if a person says, y'all, it's deer right here, like literally right here. If a person says, I'm not sorry for something, you would take that as an offense because if I hurt, harmed, or endangered a person in a way that made them um, maybe even feel like I did that, maybe I wouldn't be sorry. So, but to somebody else, it would come off as arrogant, right? But if the person realized why the things were being done, maybe they wouldn't think that, or maybe they still would think that. So, say, Miss Kelly, I needed to wake you up, right? And but I couldn't be near you to wake you up. So you live, I don't even know where you live at, but I know you're a day ahead of me. But say I cast a spell that kind of um triggered you into Dark Night of the Soul or triggered you into something, right? And all you know is that when you wake up, you turn around and the very first person you see is me, right? But you can't talk to me, you can't touch me, you don't even know where I came from. All you know is all signs point to you, right? And I know you did it, and now I'm triggered in a way that's fucking up my life. But meanwhile, you may think that I'm fucking up your life right now because it's stuff that you want, but you don't realize the stuff that you want is damaging you because you can't see it. You're inside of it. You know how people from the outside looking in, they can see all the shit that's fucked up around you. So I'm outside of it, but I'm looking at you and I can see that you don't realize that there's so much more for you, right? So I did something. Was it my place to do something? Maybe not, but God allowed it, okay? Because it was permissible. Because it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't permissible, okay? Um, so now you got to figure this out by yourself. And meanwhile, in the process of you figuring this out by yourself, you feel triggered, you feel hurt, you feel abandoned, you feel left, you feel everything you could feel negative, but you also are looking on the positive side because of the fact that you can't stay in any of this and you got to get out of it. So, and then mind you, you see me over here saying, I don't care. Like I did it and I don't care. But meanwhile, I'm not saying it in that way, but I'm saying it in that way only because it was necessary. And then later on, and mind you, I could just be the thing that's being used. I could have not intentionally even, targeted you. I could just have been the vessel that was used to trigger you, right? And now it's 3 years later. And now you realize that the reason why I'm saying I'm not sorry is because it had to happen. I had to kind of, whatever it was that I did, I had to fast track you because now you see how, the people that you were around didn't have your best interest at heart, but literally God is wanting so much more for you to propel you into a different direction. And I needed you to have access to, different information. And if you were with these people, you would still only have the minimal information that these people was kind of, limiting you, maybe per se. And, but I needed your help. And so the fact that, everything was going the way it was going, and that might be what you wanted, but you didn't realize that wasn't the best thing for you. And now years later, you figure out that I'm not sorry because I needed you to see. I needed you to understand. And now things are, a little bit different from you. And I can still have no interaction or no engagement with you. But from where you were in the position at that time, you may have thought it was better. You may have had more money. You may have had more, people or, whatever around. And now at this point, you have nobody but yourself. You have God, a better understanding. You're more spiritual. You're more awake. You're more aligned. You're more elevated. And now everything else that comes into you now will mean so much more to you. And it will establish you and your situation in a bigger, better way than ever could have been imagined even to you. But sometimes we still don't understand because, all we know is the things that we want, and sometimes we put ourselves in boxes that we shouldn't. We should allow ourselves to grow, and we shouldn't even put ourselves in a box because our imagination and our purpose is so much bigger than even we understand, because God wants the best for us, and sometimes what we think is the best isn't really the best. It's like mediocre. It's like the bottom. Sometimes we hinder ourselves in ways, not even thinking that we could have so much more, because it could be from where we come from. It could be just a poverty mindset. It could be a lack mentality. Mind you, you think that you got out of where you came from and you could be content. It could just be that. You can be content in everything that you have, because how far you came and where you are is leaps and bounds, not even really expecting for you to have the top of the line. And sometimes even the top of the line, could mean like you something that somebody else thinks that's top of the line might not be top of the line to you, but God knows you, so God knows that this is going to be top of the line to you. God knows that this is going to be an elevation for you. God knows that where you're being placed is in a position that you deserve. But meanwhile, Miss Kelly, you might not have known that at the time, and you might have thought that everything that you asked for, everything you wanted, because if you come from this and then you achieve this, you think that's okay. But what about the people who, and a small voice could make it big. A small voice could change things. A small voice or a small person can move mountains. But sometimes we don't even know that even about ourselves. We we get to a certain position, and we say, wow, like I did more than even my mom and my dad. So we think that's great, and always be appreciative, because everything is a blessing. So being very gracious about how far you came from and where you're going. Yes, you're right. I don't get it all the time, but I have faith. Yes. Excuse me. So that's the thing. I have faith and I trust God that no matter what has happened, where I got placed or where I'm being placed, that it's going to be better than I could have ever imagined. Because even like me leaving from where I'm from Delaware, Dover, Delaware, and even being in the position that I'm in right now, like I don't know why I didn't imagine that I could be that. But I also don't know why I don't imagine that I could be but I've always imagined walking across the stage. I just never thought what it would be in, two. I always thought that I would change people's lives. I always knew that. But I never attributed anything that came along with it. Like it was just me and talking. I didn't think about anything that surrounded that pertain to that. And maybe that might be weird, and that could also be limited thinking. I just knew that my presence, people love, they gravitate to me. I'm always giving something. I'm always speaking to people in a very positive light. I'm always able to find a silver lining in anybody and everybody's situation. When people seem to deem that, okay, this tragic thing happened to me, I can find the silver lining in that. So I always imagine myself standing up in front of people and giving them the goodness of God. Like, you think that you got put in this position because it was supposed to be a bad thing. No, God was showing you. God was leading you. God was teaching you. God been there the whole entire time. And even when I thought I was abandoned and I was left behind, because at one point in time I did some stuff and I felt like God said, okay, if you think you can do it, then do it yourself. And I felt like God turned away from me. Meanwhile, after I got out of the thing, and I was smart enough to get out of the thing, because what I did was I taught myself, because you know how you can believe in your first mind? Literally, because again, I will find the silver lining in something, and I did do wrong because I helped somebody that I wasn't supposed to help. But meanwhile, I had to get my ass out of a situation. But the reason why God was even showing me that was because God knew that in 2021, I was going to be tossed into a dark place, and you're going to need to figure out how to get yourself out of that box. And not only are you going to need to figure out how to get yourself out of there, you're going to have to figure out how to get some other people out of there. And you're going to have to trust yourself the whole way, because it's going to be dark. You're not going to be able to see, but I'm going to need you to be able to hear me, follow me, and also direct some other people out the gate and out the door into the openness and into the light as well. But who could understand that, especially when, again, I come from a small place. I come from a very small place, even on the map. If you look at it, it has 3 counties: Sussex County, Kent County, and Newcastle County. You can literally drive through the place where I'm from in 3.5 hours, possibly. And so now you end up moving and traveling to different states. Thank you for the love. You end up moving and traveling to different states, being able to move around the country. You have a passport. You can go anywhere on this earth that you choose to go, and you're not limited to anything. But mind you, I always had that, because around 17, 18, I got in my car and I just left and just drove. And I would always do stuff like that, to the tune of, it would make my parents afraid, because, sometimes I didn't answer. Sometimes I just felt like being to myself. I would just go. And they said they was always afraid, because, like, why do you have such an adventurous spirit when, if you know me, you know I'm small. And mind you, back then, I may be small with a big voice, but I'm a small person. Most of the people that are around me are way taller than me, 5'2", 5'3", if I'm in good posture. But a very small person, built small frame. So I leave and I would just do whatever it was that my heart would say to do. Mind you, my heart has always been guided and directed by God. So all the steps, everything that we see around us, like right now, you could be seeing street signs. You could be seeing car, the license plates. It's just random stuff that happens right next to us. Like, hi, Roger. Thank you. Hi, Frankie. Thank you for being here. So there's random stuff that happens around us every day that is a sign that God is trying to show us a direction, a place, a location, a person, trying to change our situation in ways that even we might not even dream of. So for me, why would I not see whatever else that entails from that? Because maybe it wasn't the time. Because I also told y'all that I manifested myself, my life, as a child. It comes from like a state of innocence. So when I talk to people and I am motivating people in a way that is saying, okay, your next steps, this is your next chapter, right? And we could be going through the hardest, toughest chapters of our lives, the hardest, toughest times of our lives. But just knowing and understanding that we're never by ourselves. We're never walking our pathway alone. God is always there. God is within us. God is surrounding us. God is in everything. We're always being directed. We're always being led. And so if you have faith, and they said all you need is faith of a mustard seed. It's a little bit of faith. If you have faith, right? And you said, God, order my footsteps. Allow me to be the vessel that you use today in order to be able to bless somebody else in a way that they know only comes from you. So I need you to order all of my footsteps, God. And I'm going to walk with you. I don't even know where I'm going. But if you're ordering my footsteps, I'm going to trust that everything that happens to me today is in alignment for whatever it is that I'm being used for, and divine guidance, divine alignment. And I trust that that's what's going to happen. So even in the process of a person saying, I'm not sorry that happened to you. Because maybe some of these people are a little bit more awake, and even children can teach us something. So I'm always saying something about the age, right? And that just pertains to age as far as like, interactions and things of that nature. But I tell y'all, the biggest lesson that I ever learned came from a 4-year-old. My granddaughter said, worry about yourself. I was trying to put her seatbelt on, I didn't have my own seatbelt on, but my hands were in the midst of, trying to get, and neither one of us could get the seatbelt because her hands is there, my hands is there, and she was getting frustrated. And the child looked at me and said, "Mama, worry about yourself." Mind you, she was right. I didn't even have my own seatbelt on. When you get on a plane, they tell you to secure your own mask and everything first. When you go on a cruise, they tell you to secure your own vest and everything first. You have to secure yourself first before you can help secure anybody else. So how you going to secure somebody when you broken? You can't. You got to take care of your own self. Self-care is important. Mental health is important. Physical, what attributes are important. And even if it's just a little bit every day, it's important. So in order to, they say health is wealth. Wealth is, people want to be wealthy, but they think of it as a monetary thing. But if you're not healthy, how you going to spend your wealth? You could be the richest person under the sun, but if you have bad health, how are you going to be able to, take care of anything? So that might be one of the things. So it may be the sign. This is crucial. Please see the signs. So the dream that I was having was I don't know where this house came from, but I was in the middle of this house, and I don't know if we were outside or in the basement, because for some reason it gives two different vibes, because it was a little bit dark there, but there was a man that was giving like the father vibes. There was a table that was there. There was a woman, don't remember who the woman was, but she gave kind of like, I don't know what she was really doing, but she gave kind of like mom vibes. But I was there and she was talking to me, but the thing that I remember me doing is I was standing on a ladder, and something was important about the house being full of mold. Like it was toxic, because you can't be anywhere where there's mold at, right? But for some reason the house was under restoration. And the thing that I remember the most was I was peeling off the wallpaper, because I guess, houses had wallpaper and shit back then. But as I was peeling off the wallpaper, I could remember that the stuff was running down the wallpaper. And so there was a particular person, they keep showing up in my dream, but it's almost as if every time we're doing something together, like it don't even matter. But the person is always there to help, but I'm also showing you something. So in 4 o'clock when I woke up, all I kept hearing was detox. Somebody may be in detox, or you need detox. But I don't smoke, I don't drink, I'm not having sex. But also I was getting sexual rituals being performed, but magic being performed with sexual rituals. So it gave me the vibe like somebody is doing root work, because that is like sexual energy or whatever, but using sexual energy to kind of manifest something or bring something into fruition. So maybe they may be telling the person to detox from sex, like, because I keep getting that. But mind you, it's a man and a woman that is doing this. And I don't know if they're doing it intentionally or if the man is doing it and is using the woman, but the man is heavily the one that is doing the stuff. So y'all women be out here having sex with men, not realizing that they using you, because your sexual energy is like a portal. Like somebody's being used to manifest somebody else. And that's strange, because if you having sex with them, why are you using that to manifest a different person? He is sick, disgusting, narcissist, my ex-boyfriend. Well, that's the vibe that I was getting. Like somebody's using sexual energy and it's for somebody else. Because again, I keep getting like lure vibes, but literally I've been getting lure vibes from women as well. Because I said it to somebody else the other day, but maybe, that person didn't know that they was doing it, because they said they didn't know they was doing it, and that wasn't their intentions. But mind you, that's what's been coming off. But the other part of that could be incubus, succubus energy, because it's like a sex demon. That's what they do. So, because now that gives something else, but it's a female, they could be it's the rhythm. Because I hear this song, the rhythm is gonna get you, the rhythm is gonna get you, the rhythm is gonna get you. So it is, putting you in a trance. It's a body movement. So if y'all know what that is, that's what the female's doing. So it's like, it's kind of putting the man, because it's a horse. Ride 'em cowgirl. um, but it's putting the person in a trance. So maybe for whoever that, I mean, that's what it's given. And so that was different because literally the man is the one that's doing it. But literally what I just showed y'all, that's a woman that's doing that, which also could mean something different. Some of y'all don't realize like it's an exchange of energy. So that could be the reason or how somebody's also getting their energy taken. It is vampire. So draining you. So maybe for a man that don't know that, that rhythm is going to get you. The rhythm is going to get you. But the person that I've been picking up heavily is a man that is performing rituals on a female, but it's to manifest a different female into their life. Why would you be doing that? And then y'all, the other bad part is I keep getting, hey Velvet, welcome. I keep getting sexual intercourse, like somebody is man and woman, but yeah, she ain't gonna make it. Because this man is diseased. And it is strange. Because why is y'all showing me that? I think is my mother or sister involved too. But I've been picking that person up because it's a woman. She seems very naive in a situation. And maybe she likes the man. Maybe the man is doing for her. Maybe she ain't never had a man do for her. But she's having raw. And he is nasty. People are inherently sick if they're unchecked. And then the other thing that came up is I seen a video the other day, and I don't know if I saved it or not, but it was this lady, and she had fucking, it was Jay-Z coming out of a room with a bunch of little girls, and P. Diddy was on the other side, and they was clapping hands or something. And it was weird because when he came out of that room, he said something strange, like it was just weird. And let me see if I can see this again. It was okay. So then the other thing was talking about the drones. So the drones are right here, but our government keeps saying they don't know what those drones are that's up in the sky. Do y'all know that every drone that goes up has to be there's a radar. I was literally listening to Waterfalls and the song I Saw the Signs the other day. Yeah, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. And what they don't realize is in that video, what she was showing was somebody was sick. And that's confirmation because I didn't even think of that song. She said she saw I Saw the Signs the other day, but literally don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Somebody's out of their fucking element. And literally, it ends up in death. Because all I've been picking up literally is death. And I told y'all before, I did a reading. It said you picked up death. So a person picked up death. Like, but mind you, the way they showed it to me was I picked up Papa Legba. Literally, I was Papa Legba's driver. Mind you, I was driving and my car pulled over all on his own. The rider that got in was Papa Legba. And also the way it was showing, was somebody sent you a death ritual, right? Because I ended up getting sick. That's how it was showing. But I ended up with a cold because I ain't having sex. Um, but the cold was meant to take you out because there was a thing like, you know how, yes, Miss Kelly, hey Hadish, either way, by the time I got out of by the time Papa Legba got out of the car, I was done. Like, you know, it was whoever sent that was in trouble. But literally the way he was showing me, they showed me that because they were saying that the person literally picked up death. So they may have, you know, been riding with the person, or you may have met the person one day, something or another, and you know how, you know, a nigga spit they game. And you know, you may have been conversating and thinking everything was all shit was sweet, but meanwhile this nigga sick. Because they keep showing it as that. And also one time, I'm telling y'all, and I said to y'all before, I was having sex with a person and God said, stop having sex with this person because this person is going to kill you. Mind you, I done been checked multiple times and nothing has been wrong. So, but y'all know things have an incubation period on them. Mind you, it's 7 years is the thing. I'd have been 3 years past the person. So, and ain't nothing been wrong. But probably not even for me was the message because I'm not having sex. I have been minding my own damn business. Celibacy is very important. And it don't matter because people pick up certain things. So I'm not even judging nobody or anything. It's just that if people are not telling people, you know, certain things that they may have, something that could put you in a box, because it's things that you can get and, you know, not die, but it's certain things that you can get and you will die. Thank you, Hadish. um uh so it's certain things you can get and you can die, but also along with the people saying, um but I guess they were saying everything is fixable, but everything ain't fixable, because honestly I don't want that in my system. And also it's people that will not tell you that they have been diagnosed with, you know, the alphabet, and they won't tell you, but meanwhile, because they're undetectable, they think that it's okay for them to go and have, but they're saying you should see the signs because a person's skin, early before this stuff started happening, right? I had an aunt, mind you, she wasn't really my aunt, she was my uncle's husband. So the uncle is my mom's brother. He was married, but he was in the military. So this particular lady that he was married to ran off, and she went and hung out in the biker community. And from what I understand about the biker community, and I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what happened. They be sharing, you know, passing the bitches around, you know, especially the ones that's not really, you know, at this time, that's what was happening. So long story short, I probably was about 20 something years old, and my cousin comes to see me, and she now proceeds to tell me that her mother, they had to start taking classes because her mother had contracted the alphabet. And so I don't know why that's rotating. Her mother had contracted the alphabet, and so they had to take certain classes in order to be able to, you know, live with a person that had the alphabet. So a way to wash your dishes, and a way to like make sure that because y'all live in the same household that you don't pick up certain things. um Somebody, because it was showing like medications and things that maybe a person is taking. Either way, the person is seeing the signs, because this is what happened with her. Her skin started to turn a color, like she was a very light skinned lady, mixed, had very pretty hair, but her skin turned like dark. It's like they get an undertone to their skin. And I don't know about everybody, but I know she did. Her hair also started to fall out, and y'all know what the Crypt Keeper looked like. And not to be funny, but in the end, that's what she started to look like, the Crypt Keeper. But initially, it was something that started to change in their skin. Mind you, I done known several people that kind of have been, and what ends up happening is their skin is the first telltale sign that something is wrong. And don't get it fucked up, because some of these people you might not be able to tell. But when certain things start to break down, or like it's an undertone, and to me it gives like it's a reddish, like dirty tint that it starts to look like. And again, I ain't judging, but it gives that. And so don't ask me why we're here, because it says this is crucial and please see the signs. And I wasn't even expecting to even have that conversation. So, I was more or less talking about detoxing and clearing out your skin. Mind you, in the process, if a detox happens, because, I got to do a detox, right? So, when you do a detox, it's going to clean out your cells. You'll probably start losing weight and some different things. So 40 days and 40 nights is what was important, because don't ask me what was important. So you have to figure out what your detox is going to be. So I sat in front of y'all, and in 40 days, 40 nights, but mind you, it's more than 40 days and 40 nights, because it was, excuse me, 40 days puts us where? I think they said the 20th of January, I think they said it was, or the 22nd. No, how did we do it? Because we did it in the middle of the night. So 40 days from now. It's 40 days from now, the 22nd, y'all. Because I don't know where then I ended up with the 40 and 40, which was 80, but then it was 3, because it was 120 days. But 120 days would be January the 20th. Mind you, I was saying I was 2 days off. So whatever was happening at the time, it was kind of like breaking it down. So whatever is taking place, it either January the 20th or January the 22nd, because again, I was 2 days off. Or it could be the 24th, because the 22nd is what they gave me. So if that's the date, but again, I was 2 days ahead and 2 days behind, or 2 days behind. Because I gave, when they were saying the time, for some reason I was thinking it was the 8th, but it was the 10th. But either way, something was off. So it's like how, like when a full moon comes and they say 3 days before or 3 days after. So something is off even about the days and the time. So you take it how it resonates, okay? All right, so Hadish said it's the 21st. Somehow this morning they came up with the 22nd. Either way, take it how it resonates. But it was also given like cleansing out your cells. So again, I said in front of y'all, I do a 40-day, 40-night fast, right? Y'all gonna clearly see a change. It starts off with like weight loss. So maybe it is, somebody may think that somebody did something or had something, but meanwhile they were doing a fast, 40 days and 40 nights. Yeah, it's still the same. I agree, Hadish. But what was important was it was 2-2. But anyway, so we start now, today, right? Detox. 40 days, 40 nights, because you need your cells to restructure and and change. The damaged cells will die off, and the new cells will start to develop. But if something is wrong in the system, and don't quote me on this, I'm just telling y'all what I hear. If something is wrong in the system, you could potentially get sick. But also be mindful that imbalances, because it talks about how people are not the same. So men, y'all's testosterone, thank you, Velvet, I appreciate that. So the testosterone in men is down, as opposed from maybe a certain amount of years ago. So it's people are also changing and evolving, and so that's also, they're giving me something about I seen mutant sharks. All right, so what happened was an underwater volcano or something erupted. It unleashed some sharks that apparently had been living in a habitat of ash and molten lava, and they're saying they didn't know that that existed, but it's evolution. So evolution taking place in different ways. Mind you, it could be like even me looking at y'all right now. Something about the phones, I swear to God, is giving everybody lazy eye, and I think everybody cross-eyed. I noticed it in me. I'm noticing it in a couple different people. Like, what the fuck is that? So the evolution of a thing, but seeing the signs. Here we are. It was talking about the drones, because this is what this day was talking about, and I was saying everything that they're showing us, something is not right, because even when they just did Dave's Hot Chicken, they did a drone light show, but I feel like it is a distraction, and there's no way that our government can't say that they don't know what these drones are, because these drones have to be the airspace around. The government owns the airspace above a certain feet above your house. We don't own that, which is weird, because how the fuck did they just say that, okay, I own the airspace? God owns the airspace, but they claimed it anyway, right? So every drone that goes up, because there's airplanes around there, so ain't no way a person can be flying a fucking drone and our government don't go and check to see who the fuck that drone belongs to. Now, if these drones are what they're saying they are and nobody knows, we're in bigger trouble than we even know, because that would mean that we have stupid people running our government, and we do have stupid people running our government, but that means they're, because you see how people are that are not qualified are getting jobs, and you mean to tell me you work for the alphabet boys and you don't know who's flying all of these drones in our airspace? Ain't no fucking way. So either it's being done intentionally, because please see the signs. How many of y'all think that all of these drones are just being able to fly around and nobody knows who they belong to? And mind you, it's given like light shows is what I see, because yes, government is involved in this shit. They have to be, because ain't no fucking way. If I put a drone up right now, them motherfuckers is coming. So how is this happening? And they're saying, because what I sent was, there was footage. I sent it to, where the fuck did I send it? Oh, I was sending it to a person because we was both talking about the same thing. And so when I sent it to her, it basically was saying there was an argument in Congress or some shit, and these people are saying that they don't know where these things are coming from, and that can't be true. Okay, this is what it says.
Drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
Today, we heard from a member of the FBI, the DOJ, Border Patrol, and even a rep from the NFL, all of whom say that their operations in some way or another have been hampered by drones coming into the United States. And while several of these entities talked about drones that come from criminal organizations or our adversaries, like Mexican drug cartels or the Chinese government, for example, it was pretty clear that the drones flying over New Jersey at this point are still unknown. Lawmakers at times were frustrated. The FBI and other agencies couldn't tell them more about what these things are or where they come from. The FBI only saying it seems as though right now they don't pose a threat. Several members asked whether we could just bring one down.
Let's go get that DOD capability and find out and put the rest, the question, who is it? We can bring one down tomorrow.
But it became pretty clear that as lawmakers continued to ask more questions about these drones over New York and New Jersey, federal agencies didn't have answers for them.
Now, what type of shit
You're telling me
is happening right here, right now? There's no freaking way that y'all they don't know. There's no fucking way. Because again, the drones have to be registered, like when you buy one, and I don't know for certain everything that goes along with it, but they have to be registered.
The drones in New Jersey are here.
Looks like they're all landing in the drones in New Jersey, but like I don't
drones in New Jersey. Here.
Looks like they're all landing in the drone.
No, ain't no fucking way. Hold on.
Don't. Went outside to prove my point, and this is over my house right now. What is that?
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights on the back or underneath.
My wife and I went outside.
And ain't no way, because it looks like a light show. So either you're trying to, you know, literally just scare the people for no reason. But again, when Dave's Hot Chicken did a grand opening.
What? It's coming closer. I feel like I can touch it.
And mind you, this is all over the internet. A lot of these things are all over the internet. And so somebody make it make sense. It looks like a light show to me. And again, I'm going to keep referencing Dave Hot Chicken, because if Dave's Hot Chicken can't afford it, is it just a game? Because again, it seems like the simulation is getting worse and worse. But this is crucial. Please see the signs, because something is happening. And mind you, the detox, because have y'all know, like, activated charcoal, something happened anyway. Because so I was talking to somebody and they said, have you been still taking activated charcoal? And I said, what? Have you still been taking the activated charcoal? And I said, I forgot I had that. Mind you, each time it keeps being a thing of me being told something. And mind you, when I took the activated charcoal, it was because I needed it. But then I forgot I took it. And then in 2022, it was black cohosh something. It keeps being the herbal remedies. Always going back to the herbal remedies. It's almost like your body will tell you what it is that you need. There's a thing called a root called Solomon seal. For some reason, when I got sick back then in December, that's what I took, Solomon seal. But when I got sick in December, I kept saying I'm about to take a break from the channel, because I needed to go through, you know, it was ascension symptoms and some other bullshit. But I was thinking it was going to be January. Meanwhile, it felt like I got sick, but I wasn't sick. And I kept saying to y'all, I'm not sick. Mind you, my body was going through something that was weird, that I swear I ain't went through menopause. I mean, I'm of that age, but I ain't went through menopause. But literally, it was almost like my body has been changing in ways that I don't know why or how. Mind y'all, I just gave y'all also a thing where I was sitting on the couch and I had that thing like I was learning something. Meanwhile, I wasn't reading a book. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally just sitting. But it was like I was getting uploaded some information that I made note as to, what are you learning that you don't even know that you're learning? It says today is well-being day. Take care of your well-being. So either way, the message is crucial. Please see the signs. You're being guided. You're being shown. Only you know what you're being told. You know what the uploads are. Because I don't know why even then when the thing was, you know how people say and download it, like, be mindful, because the word, etymology of a word is important. Excuse me. And so the change is actually happening, but y'all need to be, I ask myself that too. I'm trying to tell you, because Miss Kelly, it's important. you know when something is happening that's different than what you're expecting. And again, the numbers are always off, because literally the numbers are off. And what I was telling y'all is some people watching, they can hear my voice, but they're afraid to tap in because literally they don't want us to know that they hear. We already know that they hear. So the numbers are always off, because I'm looking at y'all straight ahead and the number is 26. I can look right here and the number is 18. Why are the numbers always off? Why is it that there's always somebody watching outside of the system? Because there's somebody watching outside of the system. And there's, I was going to say elevation, but evolution. Like, we're definitely really changing. And I keep saying, every day we wake up, something is different. It's like upside down world. I grew up at a time when I learned that the sun revolves around the moon. Literally, I'm looking at the moon while the sun is out. This ain't the same earth that I grew up on. Something ain't right. And ain't nobody gonna convince me that this shit is right, because it's just not right. Yes, it's too many things happening all at once. Because even the scientists are saying that changes their mind as to how things work, because they didn't think that volcanoes work that way. They never know shit. They just be making up shit, and that's why I keep telling y'all I don't believe nothing they say. Because now they're saying that's not how volcanoes work. I know. But who told you that's the way they fucking work from the beginning? You made it up, then you told us to believe it. And then we, all stupid, just said, hey, they supposed to know more because they wouldn't spend all their money in school. And here we are, like some dumbasses. Meanwhile, we got mutant sharks. So are they the mutants, or are we the fucking mutants? Because literally, we're mutating as well. For the past 2 years, I've noticed, and I don't believe them either. No, I don't believe nothing they say. Because ain't no fucking way now you want to do bikini bottom. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna do bikini bottom? You sit up here telling some people some bullshit. Meanwhile, the ocean is so deep where, how y'all at one point in time ain't got no submarines that even reach down that far. Now all of a sudden y'all telling people it's bikini bottom. Like, fuck out of my face. Meanwhile, bikini bottom already existed, because once it is already put into our reality, it exists. I'm also seeing people's doppelgangers mind as well. I literally just said that. I swear I said we're not supposed to maintain the same, time and space as what they said. But meanwhile, there's 3 of us here already. Mind you, also the energy and the spirit is also looking for the vessel. So take it how it resonates. Because the energy and the spirit is looking for the vessel. And if I'm the vessel that's alive and walking around, guess what's searching for me? And they keep saying it's multiple timelines, it's multiple this. Well, the fuck we is merging into everything. Because what the hell? What have they done? Because they did something. They always, smarter and stupid, more stupid than what we even know. Like, we're going to be our own undoing. Because I keep trying to say, Mother Nature is alive. A living and breathing energy. This earth is alive. And if your body is designed to heal itself, and we was designed in the image, if my body is going to kill off all the cells in 40 days and 40 nights, my body is going to kill off all the cells that are damaged, and I can change the structure of my DNA and heal the parts that are damaged. What is Mother Nature going to do? Put out some gases? Like, why don't nobody smell what is happening outside? Outside smells weird. Does nobody know that? Like, it's places that stink. Like, you drive past them and it stinks. I went through a depression in the summer. I'm saying the sun wasn't the same. The sun does heal. something is different. But y'all, there's a smell on people because it's coming from the food. Certain foods literally have, and listen, I'm gonna just say this, and I don't really want to, because they might try to get me for this, but watch what you eat. Like, at this point, and if I get, to the point where, because I'm going to sit in front of y'all and I'm about to do something that I'm probably, y'all are going to notice, but stop eating whatever this shit is, because I swear, y'all, the smell on it, I know it's intentional. If you don't grow it, you don't make it, you don't, and you ain't, I don't know what we're going to do. Because at this point, I promise you, it ain't no good. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad for our system. It smells crazy. But mind you, the smell is on everybody. My 14-year-old been saying something about the smell yesterday, and my 6-year-old complaining about the chicken. She hates it because it ain't right. The chicken has the most smell on it. I'm telling you, because every time, if I eat something from somewhere, that smell comes crazy. And mind you, some people, the smell is on them, but some people have a stank like ass, like shit with them. And mind you, I smelled it on a teenage girl. Everybody has the smell because whatever the food is or whatever's being done, they all have a tint of it. Like some people have less because maybe they eat clean or maybe they eat different or something. But, and I don't even know what that means because literally, the smell's on everything, even some fruits and vegetables, just so y'all know. But some people have like a rot, and you be thinking they too young to have that. Like, why do you smell like that? And mind you, like when people talk, it's coming out of their mouths. Yes, like death. So when certain people talk, and mind y'all know I do Uber sometimes. And so when some people get in and they start talking to me, I can tell like right off the bat. But mind you, it's everybody. Some people just have it worse. So I don't know what the fuck. She said, oh my God, this makes so much sense. I've been telling y'all for a while. And mind you, I told y'all how my shit got activated. Somebody triggered me into literally, and now I can't get rid of it. And it's just the smell. We are amongst the walking dead. Yes. The smell is on all of us because it's because of whatever the fuck we're eating. And that's why I'm telling y'all this shit ain't no good. I like them iced coffees, right? And literally I gotta stop drinking that shit because I smell it a lot on me when after I drink that, like in certain times, like right now, I just got out of the shower, so I don't smell it. I can smell like whatever it is that I put on, right? By the end of the day, if I like am doing Uber and everything else with the people, like it's all over me. Like because they'll be talking to me, but when they come, it's like the smell, it just gets on me. I make sure my window is down because I gotta let certain, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm so weird right now. Everybody has a smell, right? Oh, you smell it heavy when you pee. Demi, it's heavy when they pee. And mind you, urine is supposed to be pure, like, but mind you, because of whatever's in the food, but be mindful because remember, you had lawmakers saying they were going to start vaccinating us through food. That was a thing. So don't kill the messenger. It was our government that was saying it. And so I don't know if they were permitted to be able to do that, but literally everybody smells crazy. And certain people, it's weird because I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't judge me. Okay? Y'all know y'all can smell different spirits and energies, entities. Like, have y'all ever smelled a incubus spirit? Like, certain energies smell like candy. Like, literally, it's to entice you, to kind of get you to, yeah, and some people smell sick. Some people smell dead. Like, it's a smell that each entity, it's weird. And I don't really want to tell y'all that, but because I keep telling y'all I'm weirder than for fucking me. I don't know what happened to me, but y'all, yes. And so, and the weird part about it is, what y'all don't get is, so one day I was riding with this girl. Okay, so when I first started doing Uber, and this is how I started realizing that this shit was weird. Um, the girl got in the car, and y'all know, I be attracted to females, sometimes, but I don't really like bitches, right? The girl got in my car. I picked her up in the middle of the night. Mind you, I stopped going out at nighttime. I don't go out at nighttime. When it get dark, I'm in the house. So, this was when I first started. And I had told y'all a little bit about it, but I didn't tell y'all because I didn't want nobody know what I was doing, because people be weird and they start trying to get themselves in position to where I'm at, and I don't like that. So I picked this bitch up in the middle of the night, and she was standing on the corner, like literally on the corner, and I'm like, why the fuck is she standing on the corner? So she gets in the car, she gets in the back. I'm riding, mind you, I told you I keep the window down. And all of a sudden, so I had the music on, and all of a sudden she says something to me. Mind you, I wasn't even trying to talk to her ass, because I don't be trying to talk to people, right? But I could smell her. That was the thing. She smelled like sugar. She smelled like what I would think a stripper would smell like, right? Mind you, I didn't even know if she was a stripper, but she gave stripper vibes. And so instantly, and y'all don't even realize, these entities and these spirits will recognize you. Because I was trying not to say nothing, but because I smelled her, for some reason, our energy started talking. And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, be careful, be mindful about who y'all get in contact with. Because energy talks before people talk. And I felt the energy start to talk, because the minute I smelled her, I don't know if she smelled me back, but the energy started to talk. And I'm like, oh shit. Because mind you, I got like 30 minutes with this bitch, right? Because I was going to take her to Atlanta. But I wasn't going to say nothing. Because again, I'll be weird and I don't want people to even think, nothing. So, but the energy is already doing a thing. So now she starts to talk to me. And I'm like, fuck. Because, and I don't want nobody touching me. So I literally am always like this, because all of a sudden people will get real comfortable and they want to touch your shoulder, they want to touch whatever. So I always keep my skin and everything covered, because entities jump. And mind y'all don't got to say a word to nobody. Your energy speaks to a person, your presence, your aura will speak to a person before you start to communicate. So she starts talking to me, and I'm like, because I didn't want to say nothing to her, but then there was also some stuff that was happening, and I'm like, mind y'all, the whole gist of this is, we started talking, everything was cool, it was cool. Do you know, she left her smell with me. Days later, I felt that girl still sending energy in my direction. Y'all don't realize some of these people be summoning. Like, they'll be trying to, that's how people will get your phone number, or that's how people, because they'll be wanting to keep in contact with you. But I made sure to keep my distance from this bitch, because succubus, incubus energy, she was trying to lure me in a way, but I was already on guard because I already smelled her. And days later, I smelled her. It then happened with a couple females. I got females that basically, they still be trying to send shit, but I done been too close to, one of them. And Just mind you, that came up the other day too, and it'd be weird. Mind you, came up so heavy to where the energy got sent to my friend, and my friend said, I've been smelling this. And I said, I know who it is. Because they need attention. They want somebody to see them. Mind you, I have forgot the bitch name, and that's so crazy because literally I shouldn't have forgotten her name, but I couldn't remember the bitch name. It's weird. All sorts of smells and energies. Thank God you're not in the Philippines commuting jeepneys. What is a jeepney with more than 20 people inside? When I go down, I need to look for comfort room to poop usually or pee. Plus, I have to smoke because I want to vomit. Well, I hate that. I think that's why I stay in much. Well, even when you stay in, Miss Kelly, even when you stay in lax, guess what? Some energies that you come in contact with never, like, the energy, like, once you smell them, it's there. And so I didn't have energies. Some of us have gifts, like you might be a spiritual warrior. The entities can see what we are well. So it's definitely important to protect your energy. You damn right. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all I stay away from certain people, places, and things. I can smell somebody through the internet. It's weird. Like, I got turned up on a level that I don't understand because this shit be weird. Like, before I even got here, just so y'all know, I got online at 7:10. Somebody at 7:04, 7:05 was wondering where I was, which made me hurry up and realize at the time, but I was talking to my aunt on the phone, so I couldn't push play, but somebody actually summoned me here. They was wondering where I was. Mind you, I was sitting right here, but I could smell them looking for me. I smelled you. That's why when I got on here, I said I smelled you because they was wondering where I was. I was right here. I didn't go nowhere. I've been here all morning. Candy, sweet soap, and yes. But you can tell the difference in certain ones because certain ones, but mind you, right now, just this is crucial. Something is happening and a lot is changing, and I'm telling you, y'all, the numbers ain't right. The numbers were never right, and something is not right. But it's all right because everything, people don't realize, even the haters help. Even the ones that think they know everything, that really don't know nothing, but they know everything, when they start doing the shit that they do that's going to try to, fix or trigger or do whatever, all it's going to do is activate. That's all it's going to do is activate. But it's making me wonder, you know how like dogs can sniff disease on people? And then I hear something else with the person I'm over the phone with. Y'all, there's a sound that happened the other day. Mind you, this happened, ma'am, it's 2:22 a.m. The other day, what happened, I got woke up at 1 something because my smoke detector kept beeping. Like something was trying to wake me up. Oh, Eliza, I hear that in songs. Somebody will say something, like the song will say this, but I'll hear something else. Like, that happens to me a lot. Like, a person could say something and I'll hear the undertone of what else would. So that is real. I definitely do that. Like, I wrote a whole song to somebody based off of what I heard them say that they didn't say. But I heard what I heard. Mind you, I do that right now. Like, literally, sometimes I be listening to Rod Wave, right? Because everybody, everybody want to listen to Rod Wave. But literally, I can hear Rod Wave say something different than what the fuck Rod Wave said. That song don't say that, but this is what I heard. So I have written songs under tone of what I heard and not what they said. That's a real fucking thing. But anyway, my smoke detector the other day at 1 o'clock started like beeping. You know how like when you basically found out a secret of her new girl. Period. If you listening, then you be listening. Those who have ears, let them hear. Those who have eyes, let them see. You'll see some shit. It's like when I tell y'all what the cards really say, what are they really implying? Yep. When the cards, I pick up the card and the card says, fatherhood, and I see fathead. Hey, big head. You know what I'm saying? But it'll say something else. But 1 o'clock in the morning, my smoke detector started beeping. Not like, like the fire, like there was a fire, like just to show me something. Mind you, by 2 o'clock, it had stopped doing it. And it ain't done it ever since then. I ain't changed the battery. I ain't touch it. But it stopped. So what was it trying to tell me at 1 o'clock in the morning? It stayed for an hour. It stayed beeping for an hour. Definitely. But also, my son had woke up and somebody was at my house with him. So maybe it was just trying to show me that. But I ended up telling my son, nigga, the fire alarm beeped. And the only thing I saw on the camera was your ass downstairs because I asked him to bring me a battery. But then I realized it stopped. So you need to be cautious of that girl. Because literally, that's what I saw in the garage. Mind you, she had on a red coat. Red coat means stop. I don't know why certain things happen. One day I was in this house and I was here with somebody else and they did that because it was the opening of something and it knocked back on the roof. Mind you, I redid my floor, and before I put my floor back, I got told to write something on it. Meanwhile, also, for some reason, is this a retrograde thing? I don't think so. I think it's just the energies that are surrounding us, because I literally just heard something else too when I did that. I don't know if y'all heard that sound that happened underneath, but it made me look like I knocked. Did y'all hear the sound? I feel like since you in the alignment, all the weird things going to happen that you going to notice that doesn't seem like it makes sense or not in place. Well, what I do know is that I'm pulling so much shit in that I got to be mindful of what I do throughout the day, because literally cars are trying to hit me. Mind y'all already know I got in an accident. I got in an accident. I got a brand new car. Mind you, people keep trying to still hit me. So that's why I've been having to stay in the house, because something is off. I don't know what's happening. That's also why I've been yeah, that's also why I've been doing readings and personal readings and things of that nature, because I had to supplement this income with that income, and so I gotta stay in, I gotta do readings, I gotta do more content, I gotta do shit that basically helps me make more money, because otherwise if I can't go out to do anything, I gotta figure out a way to do something. I feel like this is where I belong. I don't talk about these things because people think I'm crazy. We damn sure ain't crazy. I know I ain't crazy, and I know that what's happening is happening. I know that it wasn't happening before, and I know that it's happening now, and I also know that December has been a very active month for me every fucking December since 2021. I go through some sort of change, some sort of something every fucking December, and here we are yet again. Veil, I think, is standing or elevating, coming into power, but I've had similar things. Well, I've been thinking that the veil been gone, maybe just for me, I don't know, but the veil been gone from what I've seen, since 2021. Like literally the energies, entities, and things that have been happening. Like I woke up one night and literally, and I told this story already, but there was a big ass energy sitting on my bed. And guess where my head was? Laying right in the energy's lap. Mind you, I didn't even care. I moved around through my house in the dark, went to the bathroom, and at that time I was in the back room. I left the bathroom door open. Entity was still sitting on my bed. I got off the toilet, went right back and laid my head right back where it was, because whatever programming it was doing, it didn't feel like it was hurting me. So I laid down and went right back to sleep. Mind you, I saw it big as day. I jumped through a portal one night and was shown how to figure out the time. Like literally, because I did it multiple times, but this particular time they showed me, I walked right up to the door and to the wall and ripped the page off the wall, and it seemed like it came off like paper, and it said 1985. I put it back and kept on pushing. I got told not to cover my mirrors because that's how I can move about. If you cover your mirrors, you're going to be blocked. So I don't cover no mirrors. Like when people be telling y'all, that's why I keep telling y'all, like what happens for one person might not be the same as to what happens for you. Because I literally got told don't cover none of my mirrors. And I've had mirrors around my bed since I've been old enough to have my own damn house. Some people don't believe in that. I've never had a problem with any of them. The one time I actually covered something up, I got told undo it. I also have anxiety, seeing shadow and light beings this month. I've been dealing with entities, even things I assumed were real, scared and the crap out of me. Well, just imagine being, smaller and doing that. I heard something breathing in my closet when I was little, and I was just like, and you know what I always question? How come I never told nobody that? How come I was like, I knew enough to not tell nobody some shit that basically could get my ass locked up? I know stuff, but I don't know it. All kinds of stuff. Yes, that's the way it goes. It's an upload. Somebody smells so good. But y'all, I don't think y'all should be like ashamed or embarrassed or anything else. Just find your group, because your group is not going to judge you. Your group is going to know that the things that you're talking about make sense. Like sometimes certain things aren't for everybody, and maybe the reason why it was designed for us not to say anything was because you know what they're going to try to do, even though they know that the shit we talking about is real. When I was young, it's like that. You know what adults say, never listen to adults talk. Yeah. So that's the other thing. Some conversations I know, I just know. Yes, period. It's like how I haven't seen certain movies, and then when I look at the movie, it's like I already know I've seen it. Like, how the fuck did I know or seen that? But literally, to me, I swear, it makes me feel like somebody else watched it, and because I'm so much picking up on this person, like, okay, so the coldest winter, right? Yesterday, I kept picking up on it's the coldest winter. It's the coldest winter. And I'm like, where the fuck is that coming from? Mind y'all, I know somebody that has that as a song, but bitch, fuck you. But it wasn't a person. Guess what the hell I found today? Apparently it was something that they wanted me to listen to, or somebody's listening to it. And look, the coldest winter ever. So again, it makes me wonder, is somebody looking at this shit and I'm just picking it up? Because I literally did something with a person one time, and bitch, fuck you too. We cooked the same thing, something weird. Yeah, I did know that. But mind you, yesterday, that's the first thing that when I came downstairs, that was the thing. The coldest winter ever. And I'm saying, that's weird, because where is that coming from? Because I know somebody with that, and I also knew that if I even said it here, a person would think that I was talking to them. Meanwhile, bitch, fuck you. Yeah, because I don't like bullshit, and I don't like bullshit as people. So when I got there, oh, so this is that. So yes, period. Yeah, I didn't know that though. So I don't know if somebody's reading that, but literally, or if that was something that they were telling me that I needed to see. I needed to listen to it. So now I've been listening to it. I've been listening to it all morning. But again, that's not the only place that I know that, well, I didn't know that there. I thought it was coming from somewhere else. But literally, it's here. And although I'm saying, bitch, fuck you, it's not really that, but bitch, fuck you. Because that's how I be feeling about people. Because, again, I'm not going to extend myself to nobody and nothing. So it's not that, but it's that. And to the other bitch, it was deviled eggs with shrimp on them, right? And so to me, when certain things like this, maybe, God is saying, okay, well, maybe you need to talk to this person, yada, yada, yada. I don't really want to. I mean, if I have to, then I would. But honestly, if it takes me to have to be the person, I'm not going to do it, because I ain't going to do it. I'll be tired of extending myself to people, and Like, I'm not gonna let nobody play in my face, so play with your mammy. Either way, me and another person, shrimp with deviled eggs on it, it ended a whole friendship because of the fact that I don't know if I picked that out of this bitch brain, but literally we made it on the same day. It confused the shit out of me because, y'all, I don't know that some of these things be weird as fuck, and I don't know how I'm doing that. It just happens. So when it happened, it made me wonder, like, did you see me do that and then you did that? Mind you, come to find out, the person did it first. I didn't see it. So it made me wonder, like, how the fuck did I do that? Because apparently I picked this shit out of this bitch brain, but I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Either way, friendship over and bitch, fuck you. But not really, you know, but yeah. Because that was stupid. Mind you, I said to the person, I said, can we talk about it later? Because, you know, I got my grandbaby with me and I don't want to do this with you right now. And plus you drinking and, you know, bitch, give me a minute. And then I'm going to give you a minute because you drinking and you drunk and you being weird. And so then that triggered the whole thing. But, you know, I was being, you know, gaslighting. Because I be that sometimes, especially when people don't, you know, leave me alone when I ask you to, please and thank you. Because then what I say after that, you know, y'all, I be being mean sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I do know that about myself. So especially when I say, please leave me alone, please, and the people don't leave me alone and they keep trying, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it because, you know, I don't gotta say bitch fuck you, but that's how I be feeling. Like, I do, but I don't. Like, I like you, but I don't really like you. And if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. And I'll be okay. Talk to God about it. God, why is she like that? I don't know. I will try to work on it if it's necessary, but I'll be fine without people. So, you know, I still be laughing with me and me because I'm funny. And then I can get online and just talk to people and I can laugh. So don't poke the bear is what I say, or you know what, then I might be in cuffs. I mean, that's what I be saying. And when I be asking people to leave me alone because I know how I am, I am like, it don't make it right. I'm gonna just say that. Because I do have a very a mean streak. And I will say some stuff to a person, and you know, my insides be saying, you didn't have to say that like that. And you know, I'll be like, shut the fuck up, bitch, because who are you to judge me? Like, we be us. So, you know, it's an inner conflict with myself. Like, bitch, what, like, you seen them? I'll work on it if necessary. But as of now, I'm going to just say it's a flaw that I have. But leave me alone, please. Or be nice to me. And then I'll be nice to you. Because I like when people are nice to me. But if you're not nice to me, then I might say something that ain't nice. And even if I know it's not nice, I still might say it anyway, and then I'm going to stand on it, and then, you know, go with your move, and I might stand on you. God is not done with me yet. So for all the good that I do, people be doing shit. And then when I do something or say something, and then they be mad. But I be telling the truth. And then you know how sometimes, like, when you poke somebody with their truth, you know, they don't like that. Because whereas they may be thinking, you know, oh, I just drink and this, that, and the third. Bitch, no, you're an alcoholic, and, you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, because I was drinking at one point in time. I used to wake up and drink the same fucking drink that I had that night. And like my cousin was saying, they were afraid that I had an alcoholic gene. And I got an alcoholic gene on my mom's side and my dad's side. And bitch, when I be drinking, I be drinking. When I want to drink, I'm going to drink. And I ain't going to care what nobody else says about it. So who am I to judge? Because I used to wake up and drink the same fucking drink right next to the nightstand early in the morning that I used to have. And I was fine. So if I decide that I want to drink today and I do the same thing, like I'm gonna tell y'all, cause God gonna see it, and y'all know how I feel about that. Once God knows, I don't give a damn what y'all know. So yeah, I ain't judging, but I also don't care, because you know, when people thought they was having an intervention for me, like, you know, oh, we're worried about you because, you know, bitch, get out of my face. I don't have an addictive bone in my body. If I decide that I want to stop something, but mind you, I got an addictive behavior. So when I'm doing something, I do it all the way. So if we having fun, I'm probably going to go too far. If we drinking, I'm probably going to go too far. Whatever I'm doing, I'm probably going to go too far. But when I'm done and I'm over it and I'm bored, then I'll be like, bitch, I ain't doing that no more, and that's it. I smoked weed one time so bad, like a lot of it, to the tune of my eyes stayed red for a whole fucking week. Like, that's how much weed I had smoked. Mind you, I like smoking weed, but when I'm done smoking weed, I'm just done smoking weed. But shit, I was having a good time. When I'm having a good time, I'm having a good fucking time. Like, don't interrupt. Like, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Like, go on and get. So, I'm not ever judging nobody about nothing. Do what thou will, but do no harm. Okay? Ask my brother. But that's the first line of the Wiccan read, okay? So, if you know, then you know. Do what thou will, but do no harm. Stay out of my way, and we'll all be great. So I'm never judging nobody. That's why I always say, come as you are, because I feel like we need both sides, light and dark. So this is crucial. Please see the signs. Light and dark, because, you know, everybody say, oh, you have to always be light. Well, how the fuck you going to fight something dark if you don't do that? So love and light, but bitch, I know how to fight. So take it how it resonates for you. So if you come with light, I give you light. If you come with this, I'm going to give you some of this, and then I'm going to give you this, and then I'm going to follow up with this. That's it. That's all. Love y'all. Bye. That's right. You need balance, and balance is great. But people will say, you know, oh, well, you're a light being. You're not supposed to do this. Who said? You're going to have to go to God about me every time, because, bitch, you're going to need to go to God about it, because who said? Okay, that's what I thought. Don't try to trick me with your what they say, the mind fuckery. Don't try to trick me because you want to hit me and then you don't want me to hit your ass back. The only way I'm not gonna hit you back is when God say, don't hit back. Let them hit you again, because I did that a couple times and I kept saying, God, do you see what them people doing? Yeah, are you okay? Yes, sir, I'm okay. Well, let them hit you again, because I need them to see how you're going to come in light. You're going to be godly. You're going to do this. Well, I'm going to be godly when I slam you on your neck too. Because God created a flood, and you know that don't. She said, "Don't try me, try Jesus, because I got hands." He said, "Try Jesus, because they got hands." She said, "Don't try her, try Jesus." Okay, I mean, period. And God is forgiving. Take it how it resonates. Everything in moderation. I love y'all. See y'all later. And y'all go look at the reading from the message from 4 o'clock, and also go look at the message from last night. It's on the other channel, but if you go to the post where stuff is written at in the channel, you'll see it right there. So hit that link and it'll go right on over there. Okay, so love y'all. See y'all. Bye.